is a different. Ritual was a, I mean, everybody they can share, I mean, glorifying that Devdasi system. We are the god, I mean, representatives are so many, I mean, we are the musician, we are the artist, something like that. In maybe Maharashtra border and the Karnataka border, even Andhra also. But the actual situation is very worst condition, especially they are very facing a lot of issues. Sir, next slide, sir. Yeah, thank you, sir. Yeah, fourth one slide. Yeah, sir. Especially the patron of Devdasi are generally come from other community. I mean, upper community, we can call it upper community or upper class also, whatever it is. We can, the higher caste, because they have to pay some rituals and they have to look after their whole life. So that's what they offer. I mean, upper community people are the main patrons. And if you come to the within the community, they are not able to pay. That's why they are not this practicing within the community. And you know, I mean, other peoples, I mean, men, upper community or upper caste men, those who have kept many girls as the dignity matters in that particular locality. So that's why just the girls used to be yardstick of status of their reputations in that particular area. And the system of patronage has given way to commercial and especially very cheapest sex workers prostitution in populated big city. Maybe you can know in Mumbai, the Kamatipura and Sangli, Meerut, even West Bengal, even other side, nowadays in Bangalore also. So this area, they are shifted, they are trafficking to the sex work, major sex business. Yeah, next slide, sir. I mean, just I put it in a very, I mean, critical. I mean, why this practice state in inhuman? This is one little bit, I mean, analysis our own understanding about the Devdasi system, because these victims they are dedicated to initially without their any consent by the family members, our own community member, elders, or old Devdasi women. They forcefully they dedicated to Devdasi. Now they're becoming a Devdasi will involve only, they don't have any decision making that time, particular dedication time. They're subject to the caste and gender, they're discriminating by partners or many public, whatever it is. I mean, they're publicly and I mean, community wise, they're discriminated. And they are not able to socially, they are prohibited marriage and leading normal life also. They cannot able to lead a normal life because they are Devdasi. They are public property type. They are, I mean, whole society, the feeling like that is Devdasi women are public property, like public goods. Anybody can use that goods like that situation is there. And maybe the society or many people are verbally abusing, insulting in public places. I mean, they're using very filthy words, especially. I mean, directly they're calling like a very vulgar words, not their name. They're not there in the community name. Only they're using vulgar names. So that's why, I mean, vulnerables, these are the community most vulnerables, sexual exploitation, girls and women trafficking, and their children also similarly vulnerable because their birth status, the same situation, same locality. They are also chance to dedicated or again going to the same pattern, I mean, same system. Next slide, sir. Why are these issues critical? Even still nowadays, even after 72 of independence days, even still this issue even burning, I mean, critical, because the Devdasi women are suffering fourthfold. I mean, like a fourthfold in the sense, they are suffering caste, class, gender, and Devdasi is a Dalit woman among Dalit women, because they are also within community also. She is the very least, I mean, least layer. That's what I can use like a Dalit woman among Dalit women. And they face socially stigma, discrimination, denial of dignity, and so, I mean, isolation, especially social isolation is the worst. I mean, sometimes boycotting by the community or village, and they are, I mean, because this is the, because they are the Devdasi public property like that. Yeah, sir. Next, sir. Just I'm going to next. Yeah, these are actually, these are various farms in Devdasi in India, especially not only in Karnataka, not only Maharashtra, not only Andhra, Telangana, even everywhere across Karnataka, I mean across India, the similar culture in different rituals taking the place. But most of higher numbers we can see in South India, especially even Maharashtra also, maybe Karnataka, Andhra, Telangana, Odisha, little bit more, and Tamil Nadu and Kerala also. Karnataka, big numbers is there. That's what we are Karnataka and Maharashtra and Andhra, Telangana, these four states, even still the big numbers. Maybe one the complex variation in the practice between geographical location are different in the socially, economically, region and political influence at the work, but different every time the same culture they are practicing. As well as in Orissa, Goa, Tamil Nadu, Maharashtra, Andhra, even other different name. Many they are calling it as a different name. Devdasi, Basavi, Jogi, Matamma, Muruli, Matangi, in especially Maharashtra Matangi. These kind of many names are there, but in English, everybody using the same word means Devdasi. So that's what I'm also using Devdasi. Even Karnataka, especially the most of the time using Devdasi name. And estimates suggest that girls, even across India, 2.5 millions, they are, 2.5 lakhs Devdasi is still in existing, according to the National Commission for Women, one a daughter. And if you come to the Karnataka state, I mean, district-wise Devdasi numbers in Karnataka, especially Karnataka, why I'm raising this point? Because the big numbers, around 46,666 numbers are there. I mean, two survey happened in Karnataka. 1993 is an old survey. That old survey, only according to that old survey, I started that work in Koppala. Big numbers are there. Totally 46,660 numbers are there. Because see, this Belgaum is the border, Maharashtra and this Andhra border, Telangana border, Bijapur also Maharashtra border, Bagalkote, this, I mean, Koppal, this also, this very center place of the Karnataka, yeah, more big numbers are there. So along with Ballari, you know about Ampi Vijayanagara Empire. I mean, that's historical place. I mean, there is a big history. I mean, connect to the Devdasi system and the Vijayanagara Empire. That is also there. And very few numbers in other districts. Total 14 districts. Still, there is a system existing. Next, sir. This is Koppal geographical information, because why when I started work that time I did small action research on geographical and as well as Devdasi women. So this is the very stereotype north drought area, and this belongs to the Hyderabad Karnataka. Hyderabad Karnataka, typically this very health and education and economical development. If you say like HDI index, human development index, is very low. Very low. So even the same caste system, class system, touchability, this practice is going on. I mean, they are Dalit, the majority Dalit. They are depending of the agriculture coolie, and they're like bonded laborers, and maybe the majority of the Dalit women belongs to the Devdasi community. They are practicing the Devdasi tradition, and some very few people they are going to sex work and other daily wage labors also. Yeah, next, sir. Next. Yeah, I mean, Devdasi socio-economic situation in Koppal. So this is the based on, I mean, action research. Pardon, sir? Sir, can I go? Sir?
So I think some people are not muted, so you can go, yeah.
Yeah, okay, sir. Thank you, sir. Thank you. Devdasi socio-economic situation of Koppal, particular Koppal district, because that time it was big numbers. That's why I selected this district, because even still the new Devdasi dedication happening in this particular district. And Devdasi age and caste of the Devdasi women, 40%, and I mean 40% of the women youngsters, 20 years below to 40 years, with about 60% of the above 40 years. I mean that you can see youngsters, very youngster, 20 years girls, even still Devdasi. I mean 40% of the Devdasi, even still youngster. So when we are looking the social status, I mean social background, I mean caste and community background, 99% of the Dalit community, and 1% is coming to I mean tribal and other OBC background. So because 99% only Dalit community. This is a very worst and pathetic situation of the this particular Dalit community. So next slide, sir. Yeah. So education level of Devdasi, this time very 93% they are not literate. They are illiterate because very few percent Devdasi got primary education, and primary education means 1 to 7th only, and very 2% only 8th standard to 10th standard. I mean high school, and below 1% of them they got college education, but even not completed. I mean they entered, they're not going to colleges. And particular community, I mean their children, especially here, about 66% of Devdasi children, they are illiterate and they are not going to school. They are drop out. They are in school only. They are in the ream attendance, but they are not going to school. They are not taking exam. So these are real, I mean, situations. They are going to only agricultural work and child laboring. I mean the daily wages labor, and they have to look after their youngster children. Suppose Devdasi women, they can go if she go went to these agricultural labor or their livelihoods. The elder children, they have to look after the youngster children. So that's why about 66% drop out. Another theme, the why is dropout means because in every government school they are asking father's name. Here the culture in different, I mean Devdasi culture, there is no father, because once Devdasi dedicated, she never or she can't able to marry. And she know, even the children also know that who is the father, but they should not I mean telling out in the society, in public places. So this is very inhuman practice, because without father name they cannot able to give the admission in school. That is also one another reason. And another typical reason is the many other children, they are mocking, joking, or especially these are the prostitute children, and these are the Devdasi children, like that. So that's what many children are not going to school. Next slide, sir. Yeah. What are the legal and prevention of act is in Karnataka, across in India? The Prevention of Devdasi Act 1909 in Karnataka, it was old act was came out, especially Mysore Maharaja. Mysore Maharaja is he started one prevention act in 1990. And Karnataka state government, after the independence, Devdasi Prevention Act 1982 was there, and another amendment acts also there, 2009 and 10. And PO Act, Prevention of Atrocity Act, recently came. That story I will tell you later, because 13 Amendment Act was there. We did a one national level roundtable conference, maybe across, I mean 8 state Devdasi women and expert were gathering one place, and we collected some information. We submit to the central government through other national network, even NCDHR and other national level organization. So that's what this is the act came into the Atrocity Act also, especially in 3110 K subcolumn K, there is a provision is there. If dedication by other people, it is under comings under the atrocity, we can book, we can FIR under the POHAF according to the 13 Amendment Act. And another eradication of Devdasi system and rehabilitation bill is there, still is not enacted. Maybe in coming days it's going to converting to act, even still bill only. Next slide, sir. Issues or major problems of Devdasi in particular, I mean locally, bad designation like public prostitute or even that vulgar words they are using by community and even a society. No respect in society. Children are facing lot of humiliation by society. Community and family neglecting after age or not productive. I mean, after the 45 or 50 age, Devdasi women, even their children also not given to, I mean, because she is the age, she is not productive, that's why they are also neglecting, even within family also neglecting. Above 50% Devdasi not getting DRP. DRP means the scenes, Devdasi Rehabilitation Project Scheme by Karnataka government, even other state government also there, but Karnataka little bit good amount is there, some other facilities also available. And youngsters not getting any benefit from this government because the DRP scheme, if you want to take the scheme after 45 years only getting the scheme, but youngsters they are not taking they are not eligible under this DRP scheme. Monthly pension also not getting regularly in across. I mean, last 1 year even they are not getting properly their pension, and stopped volunteers in DRP department without proper information because Devdasi, within Devdasi, some elder Devdasi, senior Devdasi, they form a volunteers. They are supporting, connecting with the community and government. So now they stopped the scheme also. That is also not there. Sir, next slide, sir. Yeah. So Devdasi community expectation from the government and even society also, but just on typical government aspect I written. Pension in regularly time, especially they wanted to increasing amount like 3,000 to 5,000, at least minimum pension they are expecting. Land up to 5 acres. So these are not my own word. This is the Devdasi words only. So house scheme for land less also, because some, if you go for some government scheme, they should have a land in their name, but many of them there is no land. That is another problem. And education and employment reservation for their children. So that's their another future demand also. Properly implementation of the acts and scheme. If you're implementing the act properly, definitely everybody will get schemes, whatever the package, rehabilitation package is there, they can get, but not implementing properly. Legal intervention and regular monitoring by police. Actually, this amendment act, I mean, the district level collector and district level SP, they have to, they are the responsibility of the issue, but they are not taking any steps. Good life without stigma and discrimination. So this is a very important. Good life without stigma means they don't have any stigma oriented discrimination. They don't want. They stop immediately their point and stop Devdasi system in Karnataka, because future their children, they should not dedicated Devdasi. So that it should stop immediately by this community they are demanding. Next, sir. Yeah, so this is an overall, I mean, early, I mean, picture. So this especially we did, I mean, what we started 2010 onwards, we started work in Koppal. So these are Devdasi Vimochana Vedike and Samata and Devdasi Vimochana, they are, I mean, movement-based forum in that particular area. So we started Devdasi Vimochana Vedike. Devdasi Vimochana Vedike means like a liberation for Devdasi forum in English. In Kannada, Devdasi Vimochana Vedike. Samata Trust is like this is a trust, registered trust by Devdasi women and the other community leader also. So that's intervention, some programs in especially Koppal district. That particularly project we started, I mean, this Samata achievement majorly stopped the dedication of 2 girls. When we started work, that time we stopped the new dedication of Devdasi, and along with the government, I mean, UNICEF, DRP, and in our parents also, in community leaders also. Then we taken a affidavit letter, apology letter from the parents and their children. Those who are patrons also, we taken a like, and the two girls, they are working, and one girl is studying. And another major program we did, 450 Devdasi women got a loan from DRP. I mean, DRP means Devdasi Rehabilitation Package. When we started work, the first step, we facilitated the government scheme, especially the scheme not implementing properly so far. So that's why we started first step, the facilitating the schemes. And 550 Dalit got Arogyashri health insurance in our working area. I mean, there's some government program schemes also there. So just we facilitated that immediately. Next slide, sir. Yeah. So we did some many different kinds of program. Especially 10 Devdasi were completed their advanced tailoring. Within 2 months, they got job also. So we sent them to the local government occasional training school. They got a training. They enrolled in. I mean, they got a job in factory in Bangalore. They stayed in hostel, but few of them, I mean, 5 members, they returned to their own villages because they're not adjusting this Bangalore culture. Again, they return. And now they are earning 5,500 rupees. Now in increasing salary, they are in hostel. And 10 boys were undergone motor winding because these boys are Devdasi children, Devdasi youngster children, especially above 18 years children, because they drop out the school and colleges. We did. So we facilitated and connected to the other government and vocational training school. So in Koppala, there is a State Bank of India, State Bank of Hyderabad. They are running a this vocational training center. We send them, and they are also running. In every year, we are sending and referring to others also. And youngster Devdasi and Dalit Garg orientations, I mean, like some other organization like NGOs and GOs are giving the orientation, especially social enterprises, some small business, especially. So this kind of business we started. Two Devdasi women, especially this is a very significant. I was forgot to mention here because these two Devdasi women preparing roti, chapati. Roti. They are preparing roti and they are selling hotels, especially in public hotel. So every day they are getting a good amount and they are living happily. Next slide, sir. Yeah. Organizing cultural events like this every year, especially May and June, we are regularly organizing re-enrollment campaign, especially dropout children in school and in that particular area. So every year we are doing. So that's why we conducted door-to-door survey, especially dropout children. We got in 30 villages every year, 30 villages we are doing. So around 630 dropout children we found. Within out of the 630, 525 children were rejoined to school, college, and hostel. Now they are in colleges, they are studying, they got a good numbers also. Now they are going for higher educations also. And another thing, sir, go back, sir. Sir, okay. We started 10 children creative center. This is our.
I just want to announce here one thing. Can you guys mute yourself? You are not speaking. Hello.
Sir, something is happening.
Yeah, they are not muted. Yeah.
बुधवारी डिस्चार्ज देतील मग ती जाऊन म्हणाली जर नाही झाले स्कीम मधून तर लागतील मग मी बुधवारी
इंद्रजित कांबळे सर प्लीज म्यूट युअरसेल्फ
yeah please mute yourself. Yeah okay, looks like now it is better.
Yeah sir, yes.
Sorry about it. Yeah, let me share.
Okay sir.
Yeah please go ahead.
Yeah. So we started 10 children creative center. 10 children creative center in the sense. So this is the typical. This is not typical tuition center. This is a forum. This is we started with culture.
त्यांच्यासाठी इंटरनॅशनल
Sir,
तुम्हाला
still there. Yeah, okay.
इंद्रजित कांबळे सर तुमचा म्यूट झालेला नाही अजून. इंद्रजित कांबळे सर प्लीज म्यूट करा.
Yes.
Yeah, sir. Thank you, sir. Thank you. Okay. So, and every day around 300 children are coming one common place. Common place in the means that particular village only. In especially they have a temple or otherwise they have Ambedkar Bhavana. So they are coming. They are togetherly. They are reading and writing, playing. But now at presently we have only 2 villages continuing Children Creative Center due to some resource management. But we need to look at that particular. So next slide, sir. Yeah. So we started especially in movement-based forum for Devdasi liberation, Karnataka. So this only, I mean, this movement-based, this organized only by themselves only, Devdasi. So this main objective is they have to raise their voice. If you want to justice, they have to raise the voice. So that's why we started Devdasi. Now 150 members are now about nearly 850 members they are enrolled in the Devdasi Vimachana Vedike. I mean, so now that updation is going on. Next, sir. Next. Okay. That's yeah. This is the Children Creative Center. Little bit I will tell you much more. This program started in 10 village because this is the main attraction of our intervention, because above 66% of the dropout children among the Dalits and Devdasi, that's what we started. I mean, this is not a stereotype tuition center. This is one culture. We started culture. I mean, reading, writing, playing, writing the arts and cultural program, cultural events. Every year we are organizing some summer camp like that. We started a Children Creative Center. That's why we are, and especially nowadays only 2 are running, but others are not running because resource problem. That's what we stopped. But 2 villages were still also running. But now we are struggling to reopening the 10 village also. And this Children Creative Center connecting to the parents, school, children. So triangle the procession. This when we started that work. So given public and especially government school, they are appreciating this our program because the numbers also increasing attendance, their quality education also coming up. So that's why this Children Creative Center, because we 10 villages, 10 volunteers. This village animators are working as a animator. Children. In charge. So I given a variety of the training how deal with children, especially individual effort. Psychological and technical. Their quality education. We are they have to look after their children. And village level people also, local media also this.
Professor, your voice is very, very feeble.
Okay, sir. Not. Sir, now. Okay,
now,
sir.
now
Next
we can hear you.
Next slide, sir. Next slide, sir. Yeah. The whole, intervention just we learning in the sense that it was a good experience because different part of Karnataka. When I was working that time, I started, I had to do something, especially Devdasi community. This is the very burning issue. That's why I went there. I stayed many years and I started work with them. So this is the one very good experience. We cannot say in words, very few words, but we have to, whole community, we have to work for this community because still Devdasi and very worst conditions. Yeah, next slide, sir. Yeah. Present conditions in our intervention, like thematic challenge with leaders also not supporting because everybody, even community leader also affiliated with political party, even affiliated with the Dalit movement. But they don't want any, development within, especially through education, some economical development. They only like leadership only they wanted. So that's why they are also not saying. Even government officially, their worst condition because, they are not implementing even anything, even small program also not implementing because that area is very worst condition. North Karnataka, very pathetic conditions. That's why they are not able to implementing properly. And I mean, this already I shared. Children not going to properly college student, and this is a one lacuna. So we need to focus in futures. Sir, next. Okay, sir. Next. Yeah, maybe there's so already maybe I shared youngster Devdasi and the children, youths. We still they're in the pathetic situation. So we are concentrating these people, especially youngster Devdasi and their children, the youths, especially 18 to 25 age. So this age we need to do something for them. So after the, I mean, next generation, they should not becoming Devdasi. They have to stop this inhuman practice this generation only. This is our primary agenda. So that is a present conditions. Sir, there's some photos are there, our intervention. Maybe we can go one by one, sir. Yeah. So these photos, these are the volunteers and Devdasi, I mean, capacity training. And the second one, next, sir. These are the red, I mean, yellow color sari, these are the Devdasi volunteers, especially this appointed by government, I mean, district level. But nowadays they stopped the BIM, but we are working with them. I mean, now we facilitated the schemes and other benefits also by the government, and we are struggling. I mean, some government policy level changes, but still this not taking place. Next, sir. This is the one milestone program. This national level roundtable conference. I mean, discussion on Devdasi system, especially eradication system. This inaugurated by Ruth Manorama. Ruth, you know, alternative livelihood awardee. She is the social worker. She's background, and she is the women international level women activist, Dalit women, especially Dalit women activist. She is the inaugurator. So after this only, we submitted to them one memorandum to the central government. So that time onwards, it's coming under the Atrocity Act. One Devdasi also, it's coming under the issue. Maybe next, sir. Next slide, sir. So this program supported by Dalit Foundation. I was working with there that time. So this is the inauguration by Devdasi women, activists, and the senior experts. This is a roundtable conference it's held Bangalore only. I mean, senior Dalit activist and Devdasi activist were there. Next slide, sir. Yeah, these are the, I mean, routine-based program. Every year we are enrolling campaign. So that time, every village we are meeting with the community, children, and we are taking the information about the dropout issue and their family issues. Everything we are taking information. Then we'll start the intervention work, the follow-up the work. Next, sir. Yeah, these are also addressing some community. So these are the cultural program, especially street play. Street play, we did a very good because they influenced the people. Then they stopped. I mean, stopped the situation. I mean, the Devdasi system, and they're sending to the schools and colleges because we did so many works. But these are the one key strategies. I mean, street play, survey, campaign, like that. Next slide, sir.
What about
sir, these are the youngster Devdasi, sir. These are the, look at this, the age, they are physical, they are healthy, very, see, thin, anemia. I mean, this kind of issues are there. Very, we conducted especially occasional, especially social entrepreneurship training. Some of them, they got a good jobs through this training, but still they are studying their higher education. And some of the people are working. I mean, some of the youngsters, women are working. Next. Yeah, this is a Children Creative Center. When I was there, that time, creating some special program with children. Yeah, this field visit, I mean, coming outside, Dalit Foundation partners came at that time. Santosh Samal, he was the executive chairman, I mean, director was there that time. We interacting with the community, especially Devdasi community. Next slide, sir. So this is also another year, I mean, this street play, so campaign. And so next slide, sir. So this training, during the training program, extra Devdasi. So this slide, sir, you heard about Martin Makwan. Martin Makwan is the Gujarat, I mean, is a Durban conference key person. He visited to this area. he supported our Children Creative Center. Next slide, sir. Next slide. Next slides. Yeah, this is the Devdasi women are cleaning air, cleaning air. This air coming from Tirupati, Andhra Pradesh, or their Tirupati temple. They bought a bundle of used this munda. That's why they are women cleaning and selling to the that agents. So this is very commercial business. But these Devdasi women are only working as agriculture. I mean daily wages. Maybe around per day 90 rupees, 100 rupees, 110 rupees only getting. So these are the interaction between, I mean, Devdasi women occasionally. So they are talking about, I mean, discussing about their schemes and their benefits and their issues that time. Next slide, sir. Yeah, these are all, see, these are all youngsters Devdasi. They are also involving cleaning the work. Yeah. So this is our Children Creative Center. Every village, like this is Ambedkar Bhavana. Actually, this is Ambedkar Bhavana. We are using for a Children Creative Center. So these are the volunteer. So she is holding stick, but not beating children, not beating, but she is showing the board. That's what she holding. I mean, even still this village running. She is Devdasi children, especially these are elder youngsters Devdasi. Next slide, sir. So these are another village's Children Creative Center. So here also same program is going on. Yes, some during the cultural program, some activities conducted by village volunteers. So these are the Devdasi children and Dalit children. So coming, playing, many activities are doing. So these are youngsters, Devdasi, their children. We had some training program for that. In that time, we came together. So these are our program small. I mean our effort in particular the Koppala district in Karnataka, a very hard place. So this is the situation of Devdasi. I mean, so now you can ask me some questions or clarification or any doubts or any other information, sir.
No problem, Chandrasekhar. Thank you very much.
Thank you, sir. Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Because it's very informative, and also the people who are on the call, they know the systems. There are a lot of people who know the system. So without further delay, I think you are doing a lot of work there, and we came into the interaction when the COVID happens. And that's what Anna also supported.
That photo, I was not able to paste it here. Yeah, I missed that photo. Maybe next time I will send it.
Not a problem. So I will open the forum for the question and answer. So the team, there will be a lot of disturbance if you open the question and answer. So please type your question, or you can ask by unmuting yourself.
Yeah, they can ask question. Maybe I can go by one.
Yeah. Please unmute yourself.
Chandrasekhar sir, Dhanaji here.
Yeah, tell me, sir, tell me.
Sir, thank you very much for providing a lot of information. I am basically from Kolhapur, and my native is very nearby to Karnataka, North Karnataka border. So I am very much aware about the Devdasi system.
Yes, sir.
And even in fact, when I was in 5th standard, I had seen the one girl's marriage with the god. Okay, now coming to the point, basically, what I would like to say is your program is having lot of programs which are for curing, but not for prevention. So what I think is we have to have the proper plan to prevent the Devdasi conversion.
Correct, sir.
Okay, because this is the root cause. And after this, there are a lot of problems, because one Devdasi may have 1 or 2 or 3 children. Their fathers are not known. And then the problem becomes bigger.
Yeah, especially.
Okay, so what is your plan regarding this, or how we can work on the prevention of Devdasi conversion? Can you please give some light on this one?
Yeah, earlier, I mean, first slides only I shared. Actually, we have why I did a forum, especially this kind of new generation should not becoming a Devdasi. That's why they have to stop themselves. Within community, they have to stop. So that's why among Devdasi community only, Devdasi member only, they are forming a group because they were the like a protector. I mean, protector in the sense they have regularly social auditing, like a community auditing. Because if any taking place, immediately they are going to information given to the information district SP and local authority and even to us also, even local organizations also. That is one strategy. And another strategy, we stopped 2 cases. We came to know immediately. We went there. We did whatever that process work we did. We stopped and we enrolled there. Now one lady is studying, one lady is working. So this kind of work we started, but this is a big area. I mean, we are the small, but we are networking with those who are working on Devdasi same issue across Karnataka. We are also planned. That's why we have a good contact with other districts also. We have a plan, sir. We have a plan. But the strategy is like that. Every district level one committee should be there. Then state level committee there. That committee only. I mean, they have to stop the new generation becoming a Devdasi. That's our agenda, main agenda. Like maybe Maharashtra very less numbers nowadays. They're decreasing. Even Andhra and Telangana and Karnataka little bit higher numbers. Even Tamil Nadu go all numbers. I mean, they're full decreasing. Even Kerala also. That kind of work we have to start, sir.
Correct, sir. Yeah. Thank you very much, sir.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir. Thank you.
Thank you, Chandrasekhar ji. It was really informative, and I didn't know about it. So
Okay,
I have like a couple of very basic questions, like why this conversation is taking place. Is it like an occupation that they get after the conversation, or they still practice?
Yeah, this is a very fundamental question because my PhD thesis also saying these are only questions. Madam, this actually they don't have any, especially that entire area, drought area. Even if you get, they can get only 2 months or 3 months agriculture laboring. In the rest of the whole year, they have to survive without money. That's why they don't have any other choice. There's major reason poverty and other blind belief. So they are converting. I mean, they are dedicating themselves. I mean, Devdasi, because this is when youngsters, especially youngsters Devdasi becoming Devdasi, they are connected to the brothel center, prostitution area. That's the whole idea.
नेटवर्क अच्छा रहेगा और सबकी आवाज क्लियर आ सकती है. बहुत से लोग जिनको आवश्यकता नहीं, प्लीज अपना वीडियो जो है म्यूट कर दीजिए.
And my second question is based on that usually the sex work in hello.
Yeah. Tell me, madam.
My second question is based on that in India the sex workers is not legalized, so they also face the repercussions from government as well, right?
पाली आप सभी का हार्दिक अभिनंदन है.
Tell me, madam. I'm hearing.
So my second question is based on that only, that usually they end up going into sex work, and it is not legalized in India. So they also face the problems from government as well, because government doesn't even help the sex workers in India,
Definitely,
right?
sir. Definitely, madam. Definitely, exactly. There is a even secret way of them. They are trafficking, and they have a different. I mean, multiple partners within community, outside community, or out village. That kind of network is there within Devdasi community. They are going like that, but they are facing in government issues also. I mean, police also, they are arresting, capturing, assaulting, everything is there. Even government not approval, I mean, not allow. So both sides they are facing a lot of problem, madam.
Sorry, just last one question. So does it make sense to legalize sex works, which can also be advantage for the Devdasi Pratha as well, because that way they do not get discriminated?
Yeah, madam, actually this is culturally one different is there. Maybe I am also a little bit that's some like confusion that particular especially one study happened. One rise, I mean, one time, even Karnataka state government also rising is I mean, this sex work becoming like act legally. So when it will started, it's a whole community, especially Dalit community, that area, maybe in a entire community becoming a different. I mean, entire. They are even young children's, other children's. I mean, neighbor area also becoming like that. Maybe this I'm not supported. I mean, because they stopped this, especially this particular Devdasi system. Because why should Dalit community only becoming Devdasi or Protesters? That's my fundamental.
I agree with that fact that there should be no promotion of like a sex worker, and to give them a proper.
Your question is actually it's valid, but in Indian context, so maybe South Indian context, that context will take time, madam. But other alternative can go through government.
Sorry for confusion. So my meaning was not that it should be promoted that they should only be doing a sex work, but the thing is, like, if it is legalized, it should not be taken advantage of. They should not be like, they should be given a compensation and everything. Yeah. So
one way is there. But government and other local authority they can do lot of other works, especially nowadays. Now just one recently 6 months happened, one program started, Devdasi children marriage, they are getting 3 to 5 lakhs nowadays in Karnataka. This is a new scheme that not properly in implementing, but during COVID time a little bit stopped. So this kind of, I mean, even land distribution also program is going on. That is also we are implementing. We started that campaign also. I mean, writing application from Devdasi and submitted to the revenue department, especially revenue department. That's also going on. So these kind of alternative, these kind, especially we are focusing education wise. Education is the ultimate, I mean, liberation tool. So that's why the next generation, I mean, youngsters, they should not come this paid. So that's why we promoting through education. And second option is economicals in this one. Maybe that's your point. Maybe it will take time. So I'm very much.
So the one of the reason was, like, recently there was an article that in India the sex workers are not given compensation because it is not legalized. So during the COVID time they are suffering way more. They don't get compensation the way other society people are getting. So there is more and more like unemployment. Money is not going. So it could be one of the way that not just like, of course, like that should be stopped, but along with that, like, they should be getting a support as well. That if it is legalized, they get support, and which is not there, which is very problematic.
Maybe in Karnataka government, they supported especially transgender LGBT community in a different Manasmiti one program is there. Karnataka government, they are providing, but not Devdasi, not sex workers. But this I mean, struggle is going on. Even that network and other Devdasi network, their struggle is going on. They are every time they are giving memorandum, do something alternative. And one report, I mean, one man commission report also they submitted. Still, they're not implemented. I mean, especially whatever you said that during COVID time, especially sex worker and Devdasi, they suffered a lot, madam. We cannot. Very difficult to explain how they are because they cannot coming outside, and within side there is no food. That's very difficult situation. That time, this Mahesh Vasing sir supported at least. We reached around 300 family. Devdasi women we supported some basic rations. I mean, food facility. Next, madam.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir. Really appreciate it.
There is one person on the line, Hemant Gedam. Please go ahead.
Yeah.
Sir, thanks a lot, sir. Yeah, it was very informative. Yeah. One question. So, I think in one of the slide you included statistics like about 250,000 are like presently across India, right? You have given. I just wanted to understand, like, that is the total number, but that conversion basically the present are the recent conversion versus what used to happen like 10 years 20 years back. Do you see, like, have you studied that, like, whether there is a drop, what's happening, the new conversions basically?
Yeah, definitely. Sir, Oh, complete it, sir. Complete your question, sir.
Yeah, I think yeah, that is all. If yeah, you understood, right? It was clear, right? What I'm trying to understand.
Actually,
Yeah.
whatever government data only just I paste it here. But another new Devdasi, I mean, I do day to day new Devdasi coming. But what is happening? They are not even community also hiding information. Even that local authority, they are also not, I mean, visualizing the issue because it is coming to the directly district level authority and district level police department because they have to answer the government. So that's what they're hiding the information and I mean secretly trafficking the other side. I mean they're saying they're going away. I mean other district, other state, other area. So that's why we cannot able to tracking in especially these new numbers. If I get the new number, immediately we'll take the action through government, through our network only. So this is when one dilemma, very thematic challenges is there, sir. Maybe we need to concentrate that. But we have some new strategy we are going to write, like social auditing, like community auditing. Every village, 1 or 2 volunteers, especially Devdasi only, they are watching every 6 months how many Devdasi, I mean, especially youngster girls are there in family. And after 6 months also, they like counting, like survey type, we have to start that kind of one strategy. Maybe coming years, we are going to start, sir.
Thank you, sir. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you, sir. Thank you, sir.
Chandrasekhar sir, please allow me to 2 minutes.
Dadaji,
I would like to.
Sir, Milind Katare ji raise the hand if you don't mind.
Sure.
Sorry. Yeah. Milind ji, please go ahead.
Thank you so much. It was really a nice and informative session. I just wanted to know, there is this practice in the Yellammas.
Yeah.
Is this also included there? And they have this.
Correct, sir. Geographically, they are practicing different ritual. Especially if you come to the Yellamma, Saudati Yellamma is like Maharashtra and Andhra, Karnataka border. In middle Karnataka, Uligamma and Saudati Yellamma and Renukamma. These kind of rituals area is there. Even if you come to the Koppal district, they have a big temple. That ritual, I mean, that dedication center, like Saudati. Saudati is the big number, I mean, big area, that Devdasi area. Sir.
Yes. Mr. Siddhartha Valicharla is next on the line. Yeah, please go ahead.
Sorry, I didn't ask a question. Sorry, I was on mute. No, the question is, they have this belief that you have to sacrifice the eldest daughter or one daughter to God. And, the temple establishment is also kind of hand in glove with it. And then, the local politicians or local rich people, they bid for the girl.
Yeah,
there is a bidding process. So that is there any effort to kind of curtail that or stop that?
Yeah. Two aspects is there. Your question, two types of questions are there. One is historically and theoretically there was a system like whatever one girl child like this. I mean, especially this priest community. I mean, Brahmin community. They are promoting this kind of, especially the Dalit community, young and fair girls, they have to dedicate. So this is the hidden agenda of that historically. And second, maybe you have said that even local authority, they are in Gram Panchayati level and this Taluka level and district level, they are going to stop. But nowadays, what happening? All our Dalit community leader, they are also pimp, like they are also sending to their other people. I mean, these kind of women, I mean, Devdasi women, they are sending to other people. They are also like a agent type, they're working. This is our real challenges within our community. We are struggling these kind of issues.
Thank you for that.
Yeah.
Sorry to hear it, but thanks a lot.
Yeah. Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir.
Yes, Sid, please go ahead.
Jai Bhim, everybody. Jai Bhim, Chandrasekhar.
Yeah, Jai Bhim, sir. Jai Bhim.
I have two things that I wanted to ask. While you are providing, of course, the work you are doing is great, the educational aspect, the economic aspect, but also communities, especially oppressed communities like Devdasi communities need also like a religious or spiritual aspect to hold on to. With that regards, is there any guidance for them towards Buddhism or something which they can hold on to while suffering these injustice? Because suffering these injustice needs a lot of things to happen to be to get liberated from it. But spiritual liberation you can get right away and feel somewhat happy. That's one thing.
Correct.
The second thing I want to ask is, how is this? Is this an, are these 250,000 Devdasis, do they have like a national representation? Are they connected nationally?
Yeah.
And we do have a very, very famous success story in the form of Professor Chinnaya Jangam in Canada. He's a professor at Brampton University, but he is from the Devdasi community. His mother himself was a Devdasi.
Yeah.
So are such success stories brought back into the community and tied up so that young Devdasi's children might look up to them and say, yeah, I can also be a professor like Chinnaya Jangam in Canada, UK, or wherever. This is not my world. I don't have to limit my world to this.
Correct.
Thank you.
Yeah, sir, correct. Actually, first question is the national level numbers, especially national. In Karnataka number is different is there. And whatever you said, like religious, pathway for liberation, whatever, that I didn't try personally. But some area, some Christian missionaries, like 30, 40 years back, they conversion, that happened, and especially border, Andhra, Telangana border and Karnataka, but not all across Karnataka. And where I am working, no, that area never, even Buddhism, they very heard about others, but they don't know. Even myself also not started. I know well at that, but still I am only doing basical things only. Maybe that level it's coming, it will take time, because one generation should stop this kind of, this evil. Maybe then onwards we can slowly start to the religious aspect or other some superpower or other aspect. And whatever loss you said that, you said that like in Karnataka, one university there is a vice chancellor. Is about he from Belgaum district only. Jogan Shankar is a famous sociologist. He is a son of Devdasi. He did his PhD thesis on Devdasi culture. It's internationally published in, especially that Devdasi cultural, sociological, cultural, something that book name is there. Like many people are in different, higher education they are getting, but very few, sir, very few. And you can see like a finger. Nowadays, what happening in Karnataka, many NGOs and organization network are working in different districts. They are also supporting, like me, they are also supporting, especially education focusing. Nowadays, I got insured my neighbor district, because we are also connecting with that organization, that many girls, especially Devdasi girls, they got a seat, Tata Institute, Ajim Premji University, Ashoka University, they are studying good higher education. So this kind of, achievement, this kind of dream, I am also dreaming. I am also looking. Maybe coming days, definitely we have some goal, vision. We can reach that day, that step.
Good.
Yeah.
Naji, again, the friends, we just want to make sure we will have some kind of action item from this call. I know we have a person who is working on the ground, and our duty is to support him. We already supported during the COVID time, but now he's looking for some support on the education level. How we can empower the children, how we can educate their children. The system is there. We know, everybody knows. We cannot eradicate immediately, but we can do something by educating the children of the Devdasi. That's what we are looking for here. And we definitely need everyone's support. But we need to be action oriented. We just don't want to be talk and no action. So we want to make sure we are having an organization called the Samyak Prabodhan Pratishthan, which is based in Bangalore, which is very organized organization there. Good numbers of members. Most of them are working in the IT, high pay scales. They are on the ground, local there, so they can monitor their projects. Chandrasekhar, you are also local. So we also can work with you and try to find out at least 10 children we can take this year and make them successful to the next level. That's what our goal is here today. And members, today you join. We had very informative session. We'll also have couple question and answers here, but we just want to make sure we'll have some kind of action item after the session.
Okay, sir. Okay.
Yeah. So any questions, guys?
Hello.
Yeah. Tanaji, please go
Can
ahead.
you hear me?
Yeah. Vivek, go ahead.
Okay.
Chandrasekhar ji.
Yeah, tell me, sir.
Yeah, Devin, it's very good session, and this Devdasi system has been there for generations, even as far as I know as a childhood. I know.
Yeah, sir, I will tell you one maybe. Tell.
So my question is, I know you put up on a lot of issues. The issues of Devdasis, and one of the viewer also put it like a sex worker. So, is there a difference between Devdasi and a sex worker? Okay, there should be two different things. Okay.
Yeah.
And the other thing I wanted to ask you: do these Devdasis have the right to vote in the elections? Okay.
Yeah.
And if they do, why not their children are enrolled, given the right to educate? As you said during your discussion, they are not admitted in the school because they don't have the father. So it's education is an entitlement by it's a fundamental right? And so and they are the citizen. If they are not considered citizen, then that's a different story. If they are a citizen, why not the government is giving their fundamental right to get education? So this problem should be solved completely. And so those are my questions. I don't know whether you were able to address this to the government when you are taking your proposals, even your PhD thesis you are working on or worked upon. You are a professor, I believe. So I think, I don't know, how do you want to address these issues, because these are the basic fundamental rights,
Yeah. Maybe can I reply, sir? Can I?
Yes, go ahead.
Yeah. Maybe generation wise you said that well. I mean, according to my study and my practical experience, fifth generation continuously, maybe around 9% of Devdasi women across Karnataka, fifth generation. I mean, girl, their mother, fifth generation are severely, affecting Devdasi issues. Still continuing. Like there's a major findings of my study. And second one is like election participation, political participation. 2% of Devdasi community, they participated in, especially only Gram Panchayati level, not like Taluka, Jilla Panchayat, even MLA, MP. But last election, they got a seat, but unfortunately, that one lady was not able to contest. They got a seat. From BSP, they got seat, but not able to contest. Maybe in coming days, that is also we are looking. Maybe 2% of definitely their participation in the Gram Panchayati election in every area. But some women, Devdasi women are defeating some, they got win. That is also happened. But maybe lack of their whole community or their village people, they're controlling them, but they are not able to take any decisions. That's the person. But political participation is there, only 2%. And maybe second one, the last one is the education, the tools. Maybe I believe in the weapon for the liberation or any other like emancipation. That's what we started this education program. Then only they can think themselves, then they can change themselves. I believing like that. Maybe coming days, maybe definitely whatever your suggestion or your point going to, maybe we are incorporating in our work also, sir. Thank you, sir.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah, Tanaji, you are waiting since long time. Sorry. Please go ahead.
No problem. Yes. First, I would like to address the question of Monali madam. What she was telling is why the Devdasis are dedicating themselves as a Devdasi. So, sir has addressed the question. Chandrasekhar sir has addressed the question based on the situation in Karnataka. But when I look at Kolhapur district, it is quite rich district. but still this particular system was going on. Okay. Now there were two reasons. First reason was that there are a lot of landlords. They wanted sex workers free of charge. There were some priests from the temples. They also wanted the sex workers, and they used to force the Dalit community girls, especially fair girls, the good-looking girls, to be sex workers, and then they used to force them to become a Devdasi. Then they will arrange the marriage of these girls with the god. There will be a very nice ceremony, and they will be officially as a sex workers. So this is also one of the reasons, not only because of their own poority, poor situation or drought situation they are converting, but they were also forced. Okay, this was the one point I wanted to answer to Monali madam. Now, second thing what I would like to request to Chandrasekhar sir. Now, if you see the situation of Kolhapur district in Maharashtra, a lot of this one. Committees or the NGOs have worked together to curtail this Devdasi system, and we are almost null. You might have done the study. So what I would request is, let us have some meeting with the people. I have some good connections here. Mr. Namdev Kamble from Gargoti was working very hard for giving the rights for the Devdasis and avoiding the further convergence. So what I would request is, we can have a meeting with these people so that we can come up with this action plan. How we can curtail this system further. Okay, that is what one of my requests.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir. Thank you,
sir. And next thing is that. Yes, sir. Yeah, please go on, sir.
Another point, actually, one question was remaining. What is the difference between sex worker and Devdasi? These are fundamental questions.
Yes.
Devdasi is those who are dedicating only majority of the Dalit community, and ritual was only serving to the god in the name of god only, and earlier rituals. But slowly it is becoming a change when the society is not respecting, not supporting the Devdasi in temple. There she became a very local level commercial sex worker. But sex worker, anybody can becoming sex worker. Their interest, because due to some other reasons, socio-economic reason. But Devdasi, only Dalit community, the majority of especially the untouchable community. The forcefully, this is the fundamental different. Sex worker anybody can do, even Brahmin also there, and even other religious people also there. But Devdasi is only within community, especially in across India, only Dalits.
Right. Yeah.
There is Atish Dalekar is on the call. He's asking some question. Yeah.
Hello.
Sir, tell me, sir. Jai Bhim, sir.
Hi. I just want to ask, making one woman or converting one woman into Devdasi, there is a huge system or a team of leaders is there behind that.
Okay.
And you might have gone through huge resistance from this system or from these peoples.
Correct, sir.
Yeah. So what is the counter system at our organization to go through these problems of other peoples who are having interest, commercial or sexual interest in this Devdasi system?
Okay, sir. Okay. So, sir, immediate responding to your questions, we have started like this. Like a federation type, network type, district level. Maybe across Karnataka level, they are also running. Maybe mutually, we have to get together for common issues like what complete eradications or counterpart or counter defending our community. Maybe that's the level we need to go, sir. We need to go, but within district level we are done this much only, sir.
Okay. Because this is the one of the major point working in this section.
Correct, sir.
And huge kind of resistance will be there from these peoples, because their penny interest or some other interests are there, and we are hammering that interest only.
Yeah, so that's what, sir. 2013, we organized a national level roundtable conference for eradication Devdasi. That's why we submitted to the memorandum. That time only came to the Atrocity Act. That's a our tool. That's a one strong tool, because other non-Dalit community easily, I mean, we can get a FIR or police case or whatever it is. Legal intervention we can do. That's one strategy. One tool is there. Maybe local, I mean, state level act is there. That is maybe atrocity is nowadays one strong. Along with maybe what you said, that you suggested that that's a community like some soldier type or some regular monitors. Definitely we need to do, sir.
Okay, sir. Okay. Thank you.
Yeah, sir, Chandrasekhar sir.
Yeah, sir.
So in Kolhapur district, we have started our Bright Army. It is Ambedkarite. It is a kind of Samta Sainik Dal kind of thing. So what we can do is we can extend. I will ask the people, our people, to extend this into Karnataka so that they can give the protection.
Definitely, sir. Definitely.
So that meeting also we can arrange probably maybe the next week.
Yeah. Okay, sir. Invite me, sir. Invite me. I'm also going to join.
Sure, sir. Yeah. Right.
Okay.
And one quick question.
Yeah.
And sorry, one quick question.
Yeah. Tell me, madam. Tell me.
So education is and the religious conversation is a really long-term solution that will take years.
Yeah,
so my question is, what is the vocational training that we give immediately that they can become independent and start earning? So is there any local factory that we can transfer all the work to them? Do you have any solution?
Yeah, madam, we found many government and other NGOs running vocational training center with some, they are giving stipend, without stipend also. After that, they have some linkage, I mean, connecting to the job opportunity, like factory, manufacturing and service sector, especially services nowadays in big cities. Service sector is the big mall and this kind of petrol bunk and other hotel business. I mean, big those kind of this referral system is going on. And in particular, North Karnataka, they have a very small vocational training center, but in only available Bangalore only, because Devdasi women resisting to come here. I mean, they are maybe, I don't know. That's only I tried 10 women, then Devdasi youngster girl. They have admitted and they got a job in Bangalore only, but only 5 members are only continuing. In rest of the men again return to the home. That's one challenge was there. But locally we have started in different. Maybe I already I shared with you. Roti, chapati making to the Devdasi women. They are selling their own area. I mean, still they are already since 3 years regularly said. Early every day 300 rupees per day per head they are earning. This maybe small we started. I mean, petty shops they started. I mean, this animal husbandry started. This kind of small is going on already. Maybe we can have already 300 women. They have started like that small business. But what you said that according, I mean, a factory industry, it will take time. But we are doing.
Thank you. And
thank you.
So my thing was one point only, that it is success, right? Out of 10, 5 stayed and they're completely out of it. If they're staying there, it is going to continue that way. So 5 is like a success, then challenge.
Yeah. Both are there, because their I mean, their locality, their, I mean, living style is different. I mean, compared to other Dalit women, the Devdasi, they have different. I mean, attitude also different, but it will take, I mean, it is not a single day, one month, 6 month. It will take long time. I mean, up to if you're working 1 year, 2 years, then only they're little bit moving forward.
Good. So Chandrasekhar ji, again, now we are going to the action at a mirror. So what immediate help you are looking for from this forum? Again, I would like to connect you with the local Samyak Prabodhan, which is the local organization based in Bangalore. And Danaji is the president of that organization. He's going to connect with you, and also trying to connect with the organization which is similar to Samta Sainik Dal. and
sir.
also the one more Kamre member. So I think there is something good thing happen here. But as you are working on the children's education, and you mentioned that in the every Ambedkar Bhavana, they are coming there and studying, but due to this digitalization, digital education, they are not getting proper education because they don't have laptop, they don't have phone. There are a lot of challenges. They are not getting education right now. So what is your thought on that? What is your immediate action on that one?
Yeah, sir. Actually, see, I started a 10 creative center for especially that network. Maybe only two only running by company they are supporting. But maybe if you, I mean, because we don't have any like registered support funding system. Because earlier was there, the foundation was supporting that time. But they stopped some other regions. I'm searching very small fellowship. I mean, one that our coordinator, maybe she is also there in our meeting. Saubhagya is there, one lady is there. She is coordinating with in all villages. But we need some 10 volunteers in 10 villages. At least some honorarium time, any available, maybe one initial 1 or 2 years like that. Very small amount because without money we cannot expect good quality work with the community. I mean, village volunteers. At least they have some. We can give something definitely by they have some service mind, but they need because that area very drought area they cannot able also other work alternative work. So that's my challenges. I'm struggling that part only. Maybe so this kind of one initiative, if available, maybe other relevant work definitely be incorporated work. And what you said that some technical support like some digital literacy for our community children, that is also definitely we can do, sir.
Okay. So we will see, sir, because there are a lot of IT guys in the Bangalore. If you get some kind of a second-hand laptop or second-hand some kind of desktop, so we can coordinate on that one.
Yeah.
Yeah. So any follow-up question from anyone? Last question. Atish, do you have anything? You raise your hand.
The question is like the financially, how much financial immediate help? Like, do you have any numbers or that's, I think it's a group question, but I don't know.
Madam, we need 10 members. Already 2 members are there. We need to, I mean, supporting some small honorarium for them. That's maybe that's only our gap area where lack of the resource is the main thing to continuing main work, especially that children creative center work.
So how much you are paying per person? Like
sir, actually, I was, I mean, in that time, the Dalit Foundation supporting time, 3,000 we were there. At least, but half of the amount also we have to give because they are ready to work. But minimum
3,000 per month.
Yeah.
Okay.
So this is 3,000 per month. With their small stationery also, they are only purchasing. I mean, the small board and other like stationery, everything they have. We only we are providing only the that's what honorarium. In entire, they are look after place. They are look after this some carpet, whatever board, chalk piece, whatever all these they are only purchasing. They are doing. But
and how many students are coming to the per Ambedkar Bhavana? Like 10.
Ambedkar Bhavana and temple also there, sir. Community temple also there. Some villages, big temple is there. So that premises we are doing. And some community center also there, some Ambedkar Bhavan also there, like different buildings are available, free of cost. They are not paying that only community owned buildings only. So we are doing there.
Okay. Yeah. So Danaji, are you there?
Yes, sir, I'm there. Just a minute. Bikaji, sir. Hello, Bikaji Kamble, are you there?
Yes, he is there. Unmute yourself.
Hello. Yeah, I think Bikaji is working in North Karnataka, especially in Belgaum district, for lot of activities. So Chandrasekhar sir, he can create multiple volunteers for us. So I will have a separate talk with him, and I will also give a feedback to you regarding the same, how he can help us.
Okay, sir.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right,
Bikaji
sir.
Kamreji unmuted. Bikaji, you can go ahead.
हाँ जय भीम सर.
हाँ जय भीम Bikaji. Yeah, go ahead.
हाँ बिकाजी सर, आप थोड़ा बताइए कि चंद्रशेखर सर को वॉलंटियर्स चाहिए इस काम के लिए. आपके जो कनेक्ट है, आप इतना सब प्रोग्राम्स कर देते हैं, तो उसके हिसाब से आप कोई लोगों को कनेक्ट कर सकते हैं क्या इसमें, वो थोड़ा बताइए.
यस सर, यहाँ पे ब्राइट आर्मी में मैं भी हूँ. ठीक है.
ओह दैट्स गुड.
तो यहाँ पे हाँ समता से 200 लोगों की ब्राइट आर्मी हमने यहाँ पे ड्रेस वगैरह सब बनाकर बनाई है.
ओके सर. ओके.
ठीक है. तो हम ये काम करने में भी हम पूरा पॉजिटिव है सर. ठीक है.
वेरी गुड.
और ये इस एरिया में पूरा बेलगाम डिस्ट्रिक्ट और कोल्हापुर डिस्ट्रिक्ट में हम प्रबोधन का भी काम करते हैं.
अभी सी भिकाजी सर, महाराष्ट्र का छोड़ दो. अभी पहले विल फोकस ऑन कर्नाटका फर्स्ट.
कर्नाटका. यस यस सर.
ठीक है. हाँ बोलिए सर.
करेंगे सर. मैं काम करने के लिए रेडी हूँ सर.
ओके, थैंक यू सर.
श्योर. राइट, थैंक यू.
So Chandrasekhar, that is a very good thing. Because of our one call, we have connected to the lot of people here who are working on the similar thought process. Everyone wants to eradicate this Devdasi system and give the better education to the Devdasi community and also their children. Because if we are seeing in our lifetime, maybe our next generation might be again seen their lifetime, you know. And if you're not going to reduce to our lifetime, then what is our purpose, right? I mean, so we will definitely support you. You do your work. There is a Bikaji Kamrej is supporting. Dhanaji is there supporting. Munali also roughly calculated how much volunteer contribution you needed, and that is 3,000 rupees is not a big thing. The challenge is not a money. Money is not the challenge here, but the work is the challenge. As you
work only, sir. Work initiative only. I mean, working with them only. Task that is a big thing.
Money we can arrange any time, but we want to make sure it utilized to the right place, right time.
Yeah, sir.
Yeah. So definitely we will work with
you. Maybe. Yeah, I shared it. A very small amount only I did, sir, since the last 10 years, around 9 to 10 years. The small amount, small fellowship only I did this kind of work, this much work.
Correct. And you are working with a lot of NGOs, so you also have a lot of connection.
No, that's why when I was doing in small fellowship work, no, that time I facilitate entire my energy, that money only that contributing there only. That little bit my bread butter me because I have also family. I am also look after myself, and I worked there also. Those way I did.
So what we'll do, the action item, we got connected with the Bikaji Kamre. Dhanaji is also connected. They will have a local meeting with you. I will also facilitate that meeting with them. We will get the project proposal from you. We'll get a very detailed project proposal. We'll try to work on it and find out how we can, systematically, finance this project and also systematically work to at least get good education to the children and also the people that you are taking to the Bangalore. This time the 5 girls, they stayed there. Next time the 10 girl might stay there. But at least we'll have a good success there. And not only Bangalore, there is Mumbai or Delhi or other places they can go, other part of the country.
Yeah.
So Dhanaji, please go ahead with your vote of thanks quickly, as you are the local member of our Sammek group, and we will wrap up this session.
Right. First of all, I would like to thank ANA members, Mangesh Vasnik sir, for arranging such kind of call, because this is really noble work. The distressed families and especially the students, kids, children, those they are suffering. We are trying to prepare an action plan with the help of Chandrasekhar sir and other root level workers across Karnataka, and along with Samyak and Anna Health. Okay, so I would like to express special thanks to Chandrasekhar sir to give detailed demographic view, and this kind of system, how it is existing, why it is existing. Okay, and his work, how he is doing to get rid of this kind of system. So thanks to Chandrasekhar sir, thanks to Anna, and thanks to participants to ask so many questions and understand this system, and they are really ready to work and volunteer themselves to be a part of this particular task force. So thank you very much again. Okay.
Okay, thank you very much, Chandrasekhar ji. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir. Thank you for support. I mean, giving opportunity, sir. Giving opportunity.
Chandrasekhar, one more thing I would like to discuss, because this is not personal, this is a professional thing. But Chandrasekhar ji also lost his job recently due to this COVID situation. He was working as a faculty, and he's also going through a lot of financial stress, because he was a faculty there but lost his job. And that is another struggle he's doing.
Yeah, sir. Since 5 months, a little bit we are struggling.
Correct. But we all working for the benefit of the community and benefit for the betterment of our country. We all are working there, and wish you all the best, Chandrasekhar ji, and we will be in touch again.
Okay, thank you, sir. Thank you, sir.
Okay.
Thank you, sir.
And
thank you.
Thank you for coming today.
Thank you.
And thank you for joining everyone.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Okay. Bye-bye.
You.
Have a good day.
Thank you, sir. Jai Bhim, sir. Jai Bhim, sir. Jai Bhim to everyone, sir.
Jai Bhim, good day.